Hello again everybody, this is Joe Hendy from AndroidAuthority.com, and today we'll be talking about Finger Army 1942. It's a fast finger flying frenzy available in the Google Play Store for 99 cents. For this game, what you see is mostly what you get. Along the right side of the screen there are only 4 menu buttons. Play starts the game, resume resumes the game, and then there are high scores and help. The help menu is a mini slideshow that helps explain what everything is, what it does, and how the game works. This includes the various gauges, the various characters, how playing works, and much more. When you hit play to start the game, you'll be taken to a small pre-game menu. This menu also appears post-game to show your score. Gameplay in Finger Army 1942 is dreadfully simple. In fact, it's nothing you haven't seen in a whack-a-mole game. Bad guys come popping up out of the holes and you must tap on them to make them go away. The point is to keep fending them off until the timer whittles down. If time runs out and you're above the halfway mark in the target meter, you win the round and proceed to the next one. If you aren't, then you must play the round over again. In nearly each new level, a new bad guy is introduced. Most of them give you more points and require additional taps to get rid of. A few, like the medic or the white flag guy, will actually reduce your points. Also, if you miss entirely, it lowers your score and your target meter. This means it is only mostly senseless tapping. You do have to pay attention sometimes. Rounds take less than a minute and gradually get longer. The short gameplay makes getting really far in this game a quick endeavor, but the plethora of bad guys that can both improve and reduce your score helps keep it challenging. Getting to round 10 isn't that bad, but getting to round 20 is much harder. When we added it all up, gameplay got a 3 out of 5 star rating. When we saw the graphics in Finger Army 1942, we thought that it wasn't bad, but that it wasn't great either. However, considering that this is a game where you're playing whack-a-mole against fingers dressed like soldiers, we suppose the graphics couldn't be much better. That said, the design of the game does make sense. The various characters can be easily differentiated, but look similar enough to make you stop and look at them before tapping. Things like target meter and other stats at the top stand out well and are easily read. The overall design isn't bad and the graphics aren't horrible, so we gave them a 3 out of 5 star rating. Like most Android games, this game depends on players wanting to come back and play more. If you're on a long run and need to stop, you can hit the pause button in the top left and select quit. You can then resume from the main menu when you return to the game. So if you're strapped for time, there is a rudimentary saving mechanism in place. Even when you do lose the game, replaying from the beginning isn't so bad. Progressing through the first 10 levels literally takes a few minutes, so gamers won't get stuck playing the slow, boring beginner levels to get back to the part of the game that's actually fun. Due to the levels being really short and the fact that the boring parts can be completed very quickly, we gave replay value a 4 out of 5 stars. When you look at this game overall, it's definitely not bad. While Whack-A-Mole stopped being cool like 20 years ago, it's only because going to places where Whack-A-Mole exists stopped being cool like 20 years ago. The game mechanics are still very enjoyable, even if it's just in short bursts to waste a few minutes. The rapid-fire gameplay mixed with the various enemies make this a perfect game to waste 5 minutes while waiting in line somewhere. However, we wouldn't recommend it for players looking for a more serious game they can spend hours on. That isn't to say it isn't worth the buck you paid for it. We're simply saying that given the premise of the game, it won't be for everyone. When we put everything together, we gave an overall value of 3 out of 5 stars. Once again, I'm Joe Hendy from AndroidAuthority.com. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel or stay connected with our social media sites in the video description.